Hey everyone, it's Christina. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. I just wanted to do actually a short video just describing one of my recent experiences. I really wanted to let my good friend Alara know because I feel like it occurred because of her. Um, she was doing this show about 2 weeks ago on the Law of One. She's actually done a couple now. They're so fascinating. Her channel is 1 Foot in 5D, and she just has this amazing energy. And she was going over the Law of One book. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. Um, so what she was doing was going over some of her favorite little excerpts from the book and just digging into the harvest, this particular first episode. And it was about an hour in, and she was explaining about some of her awakening experiences. And she had these blue beings that came, and they knew like that she wouldn't be able to like fully look at them. So they came in and they were looking to the side. Their faces were to the side. They were not giving her eye contact. And she's like, "Yeah, you better not give me eye contact because I wouldn't be able to handle it." So the discussion in the chat, some people were like, "Yeah, they've had like memory overlays. Like some people have experienced owls or different animals coming in instead of being the ET because they just don't want to freak us out. So they do that to make it easier. And you can now have some past life regressions or hypnosis to unravel that true memory of what occurred. Like that wasn't a deer, that was an ET, or vice versa. I mean, I'm not going to get into it right now, but at the very beginning of my own journey, like I had a lot of owls in Maine come to me, and those weren't owls. I know that now. And I knew that then, like it was not owl energy, like these 4 foot owls in your room, like and hugging you, and like, no, that's not owls. Anyways, so in the chat, we were discussing, like, no, that I just see them as they are, in the chat. I think I was like, no, I just seen the reptilian at the end of my bed, the mantis that gets in my face. Like, they're looking right at me. So that night, I was getting ready for bed and reflecting on that law of one and what was occurring. And I was getting ready for meditation. And it's actually been a little bit since I had a visitation, like right in the flesh, like this, like come in. And I was sitting in meditation pose, getting ready, doing my breathing. And all of a sudden, I opened my eyes because I felt something. And as I opened my eyes, in comes this 4.5 foot, 4 foot 5, 4 foot 6, old lady. She's wearing like old, this old like what is it? Mumu dress with flowers on it. And she's got this white curly, like what you call the broccoli head, like the curly hair, and it's like white. And she has on these big giant bug like sunglasses. And so I'm looking at this being and I just couldn't help but laugh. And then I said, like, why are you dressed like that? Why are you disguised like that? I know that's not an old lady. I'm like, you're not an old lady. Why? Okay. I remember looking right at him and going, why the disguise? And just laughing. Like, it, I think he was just bringing in that playful energy. And then he was like, I felt like, oh, I'm caught. So what he did is he got on the end of my bed and he put his arms up in the air and he like slowly started to like do a circle, like as if he was modeling what he just came up with. And as I'm looking at him, he transitions like into what he really is. Like I see this purpley gray being. Reminds me of like the Zeta energy, but it was something different because he was really playful. And I remember a couple days later discussing this experience and Journey to Truth chat. And Divine Fractal said, I think it was a Ponti. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Pnti. And she said, why don't you look up the Ponti drawings and see if that's what you saw? Very similar. I want to say yes, because it looked like the typical gray, but was purpley gray. And it had these big eyes, but they weren't black. They were had the irises in them. And it was just a playful, youthful like energy. So after he did his circle, he just like squatted down, kind of hovered over, kind of like if you've ever seen there's an anime called Death Note. There's a character named L, and he sits in this peculiar like way with his feet on his feet, but hunched over. Another like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, the way he's like hunched over, but on his feet. That's what this being did. He hunched over and he just like looked right into my eyes, and he was just exchanging like this goofy like he was so proud of himself. And I don't know, it was just a really bizarre, eccentric type of experience that I'm just so thankful for. But I know like I was in the chat going, oh no, I just see them as they are. They don't have disguises anymore. And then there he comes in dressed like an old lady. And it, an ET, like they dressed him up as an old lady. It kind of made me think back on that in that instance too. So I just wanted to share this like quirky experience, especially with my friend Alara. I thought she would just find this hilarious because, we were talking about that. And then here comes this old granny, but it's not a granny. It's some type of ET Zeta. Um, yeah, I look forward to interacting with this being again. It was my first time ever meeting this person. It was hilarious. And I hope you enjoyed this little experience. I wish you whatever you're doing today, just to keep living in the moment. I think it's so vital right now for laughter and fun, and I'm just so appreciative of this experience because that's what it's about. It's about living with that loving heart space energy, nurturing your inner child, and that's what I aspire to keep doing. And this being just instilled that more on me. Anyways, have a wonderful day, guys. I love you. Bye bye.